Alright guys, welcome back. We're getting ready to go back out here. So today's Tuesday, October 11th. We're doing an evening sit. Frankly, nothing's been really happening for us on some of the other properties we've been hunting. It's been a little slow on our end of things. We did have a couple does we've been putting down here a little bit. It's been slow for me, having some sits, not seeing any deer or just not getting anything close. So right now what we're trying to do is we're on another property that we get to hunt. It's kind of right on the Kent County, Ionia County line. Just on the Kent County side. We haven't really looked at this property much this year. I came out here, took some stands down with Dad. Definitely looks different than what it did then. We do have beans, but it's not really being worked. So the beans are overgrown with weeds and stuff like that in there, but nonetheless they're brown at least. Hopefully that'll attract some of the deer. We are surrounded by some corn. Jake and I just went and looked at an area where we had the stands before. And we found a couple scrapes, a couple rubs, stuff like that, some decent tracks. We went down to where we have a double set hung, and on our way out there we did kick up 2 bucks. Not sure 100% what they were, maybe a little 8 and a 6. So when we decided to go, we were still going to sit that spot with the travel that we had. They didn't blow at us, didn't look at us. We figured we might have got clean a little bit as best as we could. We parked the truck ways down a little bit from where we're going to walk in. We like a little bit of what we're seeing here. We realize we're still on the property that we're able to hunt, and we got some options where we can kind of get tucked in onto some of this corn. Today's pretty windy. We're looking at the next 5-6 days or so of rain. So we're kind of capitalizing on this front coming through. Today's in the 70s. It's going to be dropping down after this, so we're going to try to get out here before that storm hits and see what's going to happen. It might rain a little bit on us tonight. We'll see. Nonetheless, kind of going in blind. Still pretty excited. We haven't even looked down. We've got our climbers, and we're gonna go see what sign we see on the edge over there and see if we can't get up in a tree and get it done tonight. So here we go, guys. Let's go kill a deer. This would make more sense if he was seeing more deer. Can't really see over that hill. Might be the side he's seeing them on. I've seen quite a few trees. That was the one tree I had kind of. hit that lane right here. 55 yards. I yelled right on him. He didn't drop at all. No. He looked like he was struggling. His tail was down when he ran. I might have got fortunate there. He took a step right then. He stopped for a brief second, it looked like, and I let it fly. Do you still see him? No, I watched him go that way. He was running a little funky. Yeah, that's a gut shot, dude. Oh, I know. He just took that step. He's gonna die though. Even if we have to get down at some point and wait at the truck for a little while and come back and look for him. We'll see. Well, if we can at least find blood. And at least see if we got blood. Okay, for all rights and purposes, Jake picked the tree. Yes, I did. Well, there we go, guys. I know I didn't hit him great. I'll have to replay the footage, I don't know. But he stopped, it seemed like for a brief moment as I was holding my pin on him. He was at 55 yards. And he didn't drop into my arrow, but it looked like he started to step. I don't know in the heat of the moment. Maybe he was moving more than I thought he was. I don't know. I felt settled. But I hit him back. We heard a pop when it hit him. Up and down, great. Again, I don't know exact, but I think I hit him just to the right of the middle of the body. Or do you think it was farther back? I don't know. We'll have to watch that. Did you have him pretty clear on the camera? Yeah. But anyway, guys, we ended up doing this little switch and coming out here to a spot we've never sat. Just kind of everything made sense on a location and what's out here right now. He was the first deer we saw from stand. Nice 8-point. As we were watching him, he came in to about 70 yards. And he ended up bedding down 70 yards from us, and we had a doe. I won't go into details, you guys, but I've got a lot going on right now in my personal life that's going really, really tough. Honestly, I was in here just to have a sit and just be in some peace and enjoy God's creation. I'll be honest with you, I've been looking to pull the trigger with my bow here. And we had a nice doe and 2 fawns come down below us, and I'm telling you guys, with that buck bedded 70 yards, I was tempted. It's been so windy, I thought maybe I'd get away with it and he wouldn't even know. Together, Jake and I decided just to pass and not to do it. It ate me a little bit. I mean, I was really wanting to do it, but there was a reason why we didn't. And we were after that buck that we knew was right out there. So, like I said, he's hit. I watched him run for a little ways out there. He seems to be running hard, tail tucked. Who knows? I think we'll maybe, I don't know if we'll sit a little bit while and still hunt, or try to utilize maybe some of this light to see if we can locate blood in this crazy field. Or at least see what we can find. But this stuff is so thick in here, man, it's gonna be tricky, that's for sure. So, here we go. Stay tuned, guys. We'll keep you updated on what happens here. Alright guys, well we're back at the truck. We just got done watching the footage, doing a couple phone calls, and the shot looks a little bit better than I thought. I did hit him back. I did hit him in the guts. My arrow did have blood on it. for those of you who don't know, what we're doing this year is we made a deal that if we miss a deer or if we don't recover a deer, we're gonna end up shaving our beard, go clean faced, do the full effect of the shame of the moment. Just something we're trying to do a little bit of fun, just an experience that a lot of hunters do have out in the woods, but we just wanted to just add a little bit of life to the season to have a little bit of fun with it. So it's been a thought on everybody's mind here at the Woodsman. We just been, you know, every time we draw back on a deer, you just never know. I did hit him back, so there is a chance that
you gonna shave.
I'm gonna look like I'm 12 again. You know, I don't wanna, cause I really am proud of this thing and I like it, but I might be parting ways with it here. But we're gonna give this thing everything we got to look for it. When we got to the arrow, like I said, there's a pretty decent amount of blood on it, so that gives me a little bit of hope. When I could see him run maybe about 100 yards or so, was about as far as I could see him. He was on a straight line. Seemed like he was hurting pretty good, and that he wasn't really hunchy. You know, a lot of times when you hit him back there, they have more of that hunch to him. He was more, I don't want to say wobbly, but he was definitely weak. He was definitely, he was not doing very well. I feel like he's down. It's raining right now. This is going to be a tough track, but we got a good long walk. We're an hour from home. It's 8:30 right now. This could be a late night, so we're getting ready to go back out right now. We're gonna go do everything we can do to recover this deer, and then we're gonna touch base with you guys here with a buck. All right, guys, it's the next day. It's Wednesday, October 12th. Jake and I had no luck finding that buck last night. We actually were able to get on blood. I mean, surprisingly, with how much it was raining, it was just horrible conditions. We had 20-25 mile an hour winds. The storm finally hit while we were out there. We got soaked to the bone. I mean, even through all that, we were able to find blood, and we took it for about 250 yards through open field. Got down to where we found a little bit of blood, into where he went into a strip of woods and tall grass, and just from there we did a little searching around. It was so thick and nasty down in there. Good chance he's probably laying in it. We just didn't go venturing too far with it being dark. So we decided just to back out at that point. You know, we were chilled to the bone, freezing and shivering and just miserable. So we ended up just calling it and deciding to come down here. I got to be to work at 11 technically today. I did get permission from work to come in around 12. So, and we're an hour from home. So I've got Scott with me here, and we're gonna get ready to go out, and we're gonna start looking. I guess at this point it's just gonna be a body search. Some good features around us. You know, we are going into a real thick grassy area, kind of the wooded area there. Very good chance he could be there. Just on the other side of the train tracks, there is a pond or a swamp, if you will. I don't know if it's a steep hill for him to get up over those tracks. I don't know if he was able to make it over that or not. So who knows, maybe he was trying to venture for water. There is water on our side a little bit, and maybe that's where he was headed to get a drink. But with any luck, we're going to be recovering a buck this morning. I really hope so. It's really needed. Otherwise, I'm going to be seeing Slick Face. So wish us luck, guys. Here we go. All right, guys, well, here we go. We found him. Scott ended up walking up on him. It didn't take us very long at all. We went to the spot of last blood and decided we're gonna go ahead and do a body search. So I kind of went up on high ground over here trying to look down into this thick area. Scott walked the edge of it coming down. Once we hit the next section, kind of the next pocket of woods, I dropped down from the hill, came down into here, and Scott, not long after I got into here, goes, "Hey, I got him over here." So I couldn't be any happier. I mean, it took us 10 minutes, I think, or so, if that, to find him here. I can't be any happier. I'm not pleased with a shot. And I know this is a topic for debate, and I don't mean it in any other way. I'm not here to start it. Here's the deal, man. I believe that pretty much any broadhead can get a job done. I mean, I'm one of those, I don't like to sit here and have that debate with people. My preference is the Rage Extremes. And I'm going to attribute this recovery, not that another broadhead wouldn't have killed this deer, but I attribute that with the Rage Extremes, you get a much better margin for error. That's why I shoot them. I've had experiences like this before, and I've had just a good success rate in my experience. So for me, That's what I've been shooting, and I'm going to give some credit to that because the shot really was bad. But nonetheless, man, what a great deer. I am so freaking tickled right now, guys. I'm just, words don't describe how happy I am. But we got to get him gutted up here. We got a long track, or not track, but a long drag back to the truck. I still got work today. I mean, I was up till 2 o'clock in the morning thinking about it and some stuff, and just waking up at 6 to get out here and do this. So couldn't be happier. I'm just very grateful Jake taking me out hunting yesterday. It was very needed. I'm very thankful Scott was here today to help me track and find it. And now the work begins, and the celebration as well. So here you go, guys. First buck down for Michigan Woodsman this year, and boy, I'm gonna tell you, it couldn't be any better. Thanks for watching.